welcome back to The Adventures, the Temple of Chac. This is turn 5, and so we reset to Bill Baker is going to be up first, which we are playing. So let's go, and we're going to have to adjust load levels for the amount of treasure, individual treasures we're carrying. The value of the treasure doesn't actually matter, but it's just the number of treasures. So let's take a look at the characters, adjust our load levels, and then we're going to get rolling dice and see just how many actions we get this turn. And of course the boulder now, because it's turn 5, is going to start rolling 5 dice for its movement every turn, so it can really start motoring through the temple. Which could cause us a lot of problems if we don't move quickly enough. Alright, let's go to the characters and adjust our load levels. Okay, so it is turn 5. I just have a 5 on a 12-sided die here. So us, Bill Baker, we're up first. We have 4 treasures, so we're going to remain at a load level of 3. So we have between 4 and 6. Puccio here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 treasures, so he's also going to remain at a load level of 3. Leah Rice has 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 5 treasures. She's going to be at 3. And Len Zhao Yao has 1, 2, 3, 4 now, so he needs to adjust to load level 3. So it looks like all 4 characters are at load level 3, which means we need a 3+ on the 5 dice to have an action. Alright, so Bill Baker's up, so we're going to be rolling the 5 dice, and that is going to determine how many actions we have, and we are all at load level 3. So let's go to the main board and roll the dice and see what we can do. Okay, so we're going to roll the dice, and we need a 3+. Alright, well we get 3 6s, which is obviously going to be 3 actions. However, we have a 1 and we have a 2. So as you can see, the boulder speeds up, and the more treasure we carry, we slow down. So it looks like everyone is going to have 3 actions this turn, and that's it. And it's going to be starting with Bill Baker. Alright, so 3 actions. Let me readjust the camera, and we will do that. Alright, so Bill Baker at the top of the screen here with Puccio in the same square. We have 3 actions, and I think the only logical course of action for us is just to move as far as possible. Again, the boulder can really start taking off on us. So we're not going to backtrack and try going through the lava room. We only did look at 1 tile that we know is trapped, and of course there are 3 of them that we don't know. So we are not going to risk falling through the lava room and being burned. So we're just going to take our 3 actions, and we're going to move 3 spaces. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3 into this space here with Len. All right, up next is Puccio Cortez. He's got 6 treasures under his, in his backpack, carrying his arms. And he also gets 3 actions, and he's going to do the same thing. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, just trying to stay those few steps ahead of the boulder, which can move quickly. You never know. Up next is Leah Rice, and she is in the lava room, and she knows 2 of the 4 trap tiles. So she only gets 3 actions. So if she goes out of the lava room and starts moving down the corridor, she could possibly be in danger of being run over by the boulder. So she's going to be brave, and she's going to take her first action, and she's going to move right onto this space here. So she moves there, and that's a solid 3 bars. So we're going to go and we're going to take a look at the trap tiles over in the crushing wall room and see if the 3 bars is a trap or whether it's safe. Alright, so looking at the 4 trap tiles in the lava room, we can see that there is no 3 bars. We have a 3 bar with a dot, but that's not it. So this is a safe space for Leah, so she does not fall through the lava room floor into the lava. She's safe for now. Let's go back, and that was her first of 3 actions. We'll see what else she's going to do. Alright, so Leah's in that room, and for her second action, she's going to loot the area. And so she's going to loot this space. And so we've replaced that with the gray one, and she gets to grab a card from the lava room. She now has a total of 2, 4. She now has 6 cards, and she is on the safe space. She has one more action, and she's going to use it to move one space. So she's going to move straight ahead. She's really taken a shortcut, a pretty big risk, and that's 2 bars. 1 dot. Is that a safe space, or is this the end of Leah Rice? Let's go to the trap tiles and have a look. And so once more we can see that none of these none of the numbers here match this one, Mayan numbers. So it is indeed a safe tile. All right, so back to the lava room. She's standing on that space, and it is a safe one, and so she's good to go. Let's go back to the lava room and see what we're going to do. All right, so Leah's on the safe space. We leave the lava tile up when it hasn't been searched, so each one of these squares can be searched once and retrieve 1 treasure from the area. So the gray ones here now, or the light brown, have already been searched. They're safe tiles, they can be walked on, but there's no longer any treasure in those specific tile areas to loot. And so that's the end of Leah's 3 actions, I believe. Yeah, she moved 1, search 2, and then 1 more 3. So that is it for the 3 actions for all of our characters. And then up next, of course, is the crushing wall room, which is already completely finished. So the only thing we're going to be rolling for right now is we're going to be rolling to see if the boulder moves and how far. So let's go ahead, and it would be Bill Baker who'd be rolling the 5 dice for the boulder. Let me just zoom out and we'll go ahead and we'll do that. All right, so I'll use the river area here to roll the 5 dice. And remember, the boulder moves on a 3+. And, okay, well, we have a 1, 2, 3, 5, and a 6. And so that means these 2 do not count for boulder movement. However, the boulder is going to move 3 spaces. So just adjust the camera. We're going to move the boulder 3 spots. All right, so our boulder is moving 3 places. It's going to go 1, 2, and 3. So we still have a bit of time. We have a bunched up 3 of our characters, Bill, Puccio, and Len, are all in this area. And did I not do Len's turn at all? I think I just totally skipped him. I did. I totally skipped him. So we're going to have Len go right now, sort of out of order. The last thing that should have happened, of course, is rolling for the boulder. I totally forgot to do Len's turn. So what Len's going to do, he has 3 actions. He's going to roll dice. He's going to try and pick this lock and steal that treasure. So, sorry about that. Totally forgot about poor Len, but he does have 3 actions. His first action is to roll this. He has a 1 and a 2. So I'll show you how this works. So it's kind of Yahtzee-ish. He's going to keep the 1 and 2 because he needs a 1, 2, and a 3 to pick the lock. Now, he could use his special ability right now to just change one of these to a 3 and end it. But he does have 2 more actions. So he's going to, for another action, you can re-roll any number of the dice you want. So he's looking to get a 3. And he doesn't. So he can try rolling 1 more time. Yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to use his last action to try and get a 3, and he did get a 3. And so what that means is he gets to loot this treasure, which was in this alcove. So nicely done. He is the lock picker. That's going to give him a total of 2, 4, 5, total of 5 treasures now. And again, sorry for doing that out of order. So now we would have had the boulder move. The boulder moves 3 spaces. And that is going to be the end of turn 5. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for turn 6 when our treasure hunters continue to make their way through the Temple of Chac, staying ahead of the boulder, hopefully, and getting out with as much treasure as they can carry. And the one that gets out of the temple with the most value of treasure, not actual number of treasures, but the value of treasure, will be the winner. Of course, you have to get out to even be able to win. All right, again, thanks so much for watching. Join me next time for the Adventurers, the Temple of Chac, turn 6.